So you want to learn how to sell high ticket coaching. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to share with you 4 things you must do in order to sell high ticket coaching. I'm talking about 5 and 6 figure packages. This will help you increase your close rate on sales calls and ensure that you're only bringing in clients that you actually want to help and work with. First, we'll talk about the types of questions that you need to ask this potential client when you're on the phone. And then we'll talk about how you can position yourself so that you stay within integrity. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to identify this individual's deep want and desire. They're going to tell you they want to make $1 million in their business, they want to have X amount of followers on social media, but there's a much deeper want. So start asking them, why does that matter to you? What is that going to help you to accomplish and achieve? They don't actually want all of the followers on social media. They want the thing that all of those followers brings to them. So we've got to really get at the core. What is that deep want and desire that they have? And you might be thinking, Katie, I already know what they want. And that actually gets in the way. If you come to the conversation believing you know what they want, you've already lost them as a client. So you actually have to let go of that. And don't project anything onto them and be saying to yourself, oh, I already know what he wants and I understand this. He has the answers. Whoever that potential client and customer is, you need to let them have the answers, and you are there asking questions to extract what they actually want. How are you gonna know once you've gotten there? A lot of times there's tremendous pausing on the phone, and maybe even some emotion comes out, or they'll say a word or phrase like, I've never said this out loud, or I've never shared this with anybody. That's when you know you've gotten there to the center, to the core of their desire. Once you get to this place where you identify specifically what it is they actually want, then you can ask them, what are the things that you've done to try and get you there? You need to identify and help them see. Listen, this is more for them than it is for you. They need to verbalize all of the different things that they've tried. I hired a CMO. I brought in a team to rebuild my business. I hired a marketing agency. What are all the things that they have done and tried to do so that they could accomplish this goal and desire that they have? They might even share that they've downloaded programs, they've worked with coaches, maybe even similar to you. And just listen, acknowledge what they're sharing with you. And you don't have to give any excuses or reasons. Just ask the questions and listen. And then the third is at this point, you want to ask 2 very specific questions. Now, before I get to these specific questions, I want to make sure that you don't miss out on any of this gold that I'm dropping for you. So click the link below. Make sure you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Katie Richardson. So what are these 2 questions that you need to ask? What is it costing you to not have that result and outcome? This is where you need to ask the question and then you shut your mouth. Don't try and give them the answer. There's going to be a lot of pausing. They need time to think. They're going to fumble to give the answer. You need them to be in this place because they're really trying to attach a dollar value to not being able to achieve their goals and dreams. And that's really important. That is gold in this conversation. So you need them to have a moment to identify specifically what it's costing them to not have this goal and this outcome. Then once they've had a chance to articulate and describe exactly what it is costing them to not have this goal and outcome, now we want to ask them, what is it worth to you to finally be there? What is it worth to you to have finally accomplished that thing? Keep in mind, in steps 1, 2, and 3, you're doing a very good job of listening. You're asking questions, they have the answers, and you're actually taking notes on their answers. That stuff is gold, right? They're telling you what they want. Are you listening? Or are you just going to regurgitate back to them what you can do and it doesn't line up at all with what they're telling you they want, right? So we've got to make sure that you're using their exact words and language and phrases in this conversation. Step 4, this is the piece that so many people mess up. Because if you know how to help people, we can get really excited at this point and we're like, oh my gosh, this is my ideal client. I've got them on the phone. I know exactly how to help this individual. And we want to jump in and try and fix everything and throw ourselves on them. It's a huge mistake. You've got to remind yourself, you don't need this individual. I don't care what your bank account looks like. You don't need them. They need you, okay? And you need to be in that position, right? So in order for you to really grow your business and be a very successful coach, that has to be your perspective and your lens. Is you're here to help people, not get what you want and need. You're here to serve and to help people. So maintain that perspective, okay? So step 4 is to make an invitation. What does this look like? Listen, there's an art and a science to this. So the invitation is kind of the science. What does it look like in the application? Is, they've been talking about their problems. They tell you the things that they've tried to do to try and fix that problem. They even attach a price tag to what it's costing them and what it's worth to them. And now is where you're transitioning into this invitation. And you say to them something like this: would you like to hear how I've helped individuals with fill in the blank, all of your problems, right? Would you like to hear how I've helped individuals who are overworked and frustrated and not able to be present with their family, and how I've helped them achieve dream outcome, right? So it's pain, 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 dream result, dream result, dream result. That's kind of the phrasing. And it's an invitation, right? Would you like to hear how I've helped individuals just like you achieve more freedom in their business and more revenue and income so that they can be present with their family, right? That's just an example. So you make an invitation. Did you notice that? Invitation. You know who's really good at this? Jesus Christ. No man is being forced into heaven. Thank goodness, right? It's always an invitation. So would you like to see how I've helped individuals like you? And then you can go share examples, and this is really good, of people who you have helped and specifically how you've helped them. And the more those examples line up with everything that they told you that they're struggling with, they're frustrated with, and the dreams that they have, the more that they start to envision themselves, oh my gosh, I'm talking to Katie. She's really good at helping people 4x their business in 12 months. And she's done it with so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. And she gets people on stages in front of 5,000 people. And she knows how to help people create alignment in their business and at home, right? So they start to imagine, as you tell the client examples and stories, they start to imagine, wait a minute, maybe she could do that for me. Maybe I could be one of those people. Maybe I could be on a stage in front of 5,000 people. Maybe I could be somebody who is producing millions of dollars a year and also spending Christmas break with their family and not working themselves to death, right? So you share these client examples as an extension of that invitation. Like, you haven't made an offer yet, but you're inviting them to see what it's like to be one of your clients. What is the result of this? Here's the thing. If you go chasing after somebody, just go to a playground, go to any playground. When a kid chases another kid, what does that other kid do? They run away. The same is true when you're talking to a potential client. You can't go chasing after them. It actually pushes them away. So you've got to flip it. That's why we do step number 4, which is an invitation. And it brings them closer to you. It has them leaning in to hear more, to learn more. Then you can make this invitation for them to work with you. And it even looks like this. We step into it, right? Would you like to hear some of the results that I've been able to get people? Would you like to hear what we could potentially do together? You haven't made the invitation yet, but would you like to hear what it could potentially look like? And then you finally make the offer. And that looks a very specific and certain way, which we don't have time to go into in this video. But the point being is, what happens is they are coming after you. This is a very powerful tool, okay? That is the exact position you want to be in. Now, beyond this, you need to know there's so much more detail. I don't have time to share it all with you in this video. So if you're wanting to learn more how I can help you enroll high-ticket clients, I personally do it myself. And here's the thing. It's less about a script and it's more about really knowing the outline, which then allows you to be super present with somebody in a conversation. If you can master this, and I can help you do it, I've helped so many people do this. When you master this, again, they come after you, and you all of a sudden are working with your dream clients. And people will be asking, what do I have to do to work with you? And you're like, oh, I didn't even consider that you were a potential client. I was just having a conversation, right? So I've used this process. I end up having conversations with people on the airplane. It's become a part of who I am. And those people at the end of the conversation, like, where can I learn more about your coaching? Or who do I have to reach out to get on your calendar, right? So again, it has people coming after you. If you want help learning how to do these things, I've got a whole program. But before we even do that, did you know that I have a free guidebook on how you can learn to be the one? This is the secret to everything that I'm sharing with you. If you can learn how to be the one who knows how to close high-ticket clients, if you can learn to be the one who knows how to lead your team to allow you to scale, then you ultimately are the one who knows how to create your wildest dreams come true. I mean, This is what I've done for myself. I'm a mother of 4. I live in Puerto Rico. It's pretty amazing. My kids are homeschooling. I'm able to service my high-end one-on-one clients and my programs from Puerto Rico. And you have a dream that includes enrolling high-ticket clients. So start with step number 1, which is to download this free guidebook. Click the link below.